Welcome back to the TokyoFreshPodcast on the Tokyo Beat Network. My name is David. I'm here with Jordan.
What up?
I know that this song is probably way too loud on the stream, but I have no idea how to edit the audio because there's not a way to do it.
No, the louder the better.
It's fine. I guess I shouldn't show because the audio version that will actually go up.
It'll be very loud. Yeah. We're gonna end up.
It'll sound fine. But yes, we are Tokyo Fresh. How has your week been, my dude? I can take these headphones off
Pretty
so
chill,
I
my
can
guy.
actually hear you.
It's a pretty chill week actually. Like I'm very glad finally Summer 2 Electric Boogaloo: The Revenge of the Summer it's finally fucking finished.
It's gonna be cold
this year.
Your ears are bleeding, Dan. Is it that loud? I apologize. I'll see if I can do anything about fixing it.
Good man. No, winter is like finally here.
Mm-hmm.
To the extent where the trains are now pumping out hot air like there is no fucking tomorrow. It's kind of disgusting, and I feel the second sickness coming. But I'm gonna fight against it with all my bodily strength. I will not allow myself.
I will fight against the second sickness.
I cannot get hit by the second sickness. But yeah, winter is truly fucking here. What's funny as well is that I've yet to hear any Samwiner.
Yeah, okay, that hasn't started yet.
Yeah, I've not heard the Samwiners yet.
Actually, every time someone walks in mostly from myself when I walk in the train.
It's just me echoing. It's me echoing the disgust I'm feeling getting on the train basically in the morning, which I get. I actually I had a very interesting event this week, and then I ended up we're in Shinokubo. I was in Shinokubo walking around.
Like Koreatown?
Yeah, Koreatown. Someone I know was like staying there, so we're like in Shinokubo walking around to like get the train from the Chuo Sobu line a bit further down. And when I got there, there's a guy.
Yes, it is. Is this the time period where you get sweaty on the train and then sweat freezes when you step outside? 100%. Yes, that is exactly when it is.
You know Japanese winter well, my sir. Like legitly. But I'm walking. I get to the station.
4 seasons. You know,
that's distinct seasons.
Inside, summer.
Outside, winter. That's 2 seasons right there in a single day. It's pretty good actually. But what was I saying? So I get off at Shinokubo, David, and there's a man like very slowly walking around with like his phone on a gimbal, like slowly, like he's going like one step.
On a gimbal or a stick?
He's got a little stick gimbal.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
But it's an actual gimbal.
It's got a gimbal, yeah. And he's like one step.
He's high tier nuisance,
bro. He's high tier Japanese guy, to be fair.
Okay.
Old Japanese guy too, like 35, 40s maybe, and he's going like one step, and I'm like, why is this man walking so damn slowly? But I don't have time to analyze because, you know, it's me. I'm already late. So I rush, grab the boys, do the things I need to do. Then we're walking to the station and I see the man again, now walking in the opposite direction, same speed. One step. And we're passing him so I can finally look back and see what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. Bro, he's just on TikTok live.
He's just pacing?
He's just pacing.
In a circle?
He's just pacing on TikTok live. Let me say, I looked over his shoulder. He was doing numbers in views.
Was he like an actual, like, I would ask who he is, but like obviously you don't know.
No idea.
Was it on Twitch?
No, TikTok.
On TikTok? TikTok's like,
bro,
that shit is fucking arcane. I don't know how that shit works. That's for Zoomers.
Listen, it's for Zoomers, but people, there's been a phenomenon before I came to Japan, where it's basically people want to see Japan. They want to look at it. They want to feel like they're there. They want to get absorbed into the content. So, like, I've said this before.
Zoomers are too poor to get a plane
ticket. Bro, everyone's too poor to get a plane ticket. Well, now...
Oh, 100%.
It's the perfect time to come to Japan, technically, because the yen is dog shit currently.
Oh,
so bro...
I weep daily.
I'm not going home for Christmas because
Me either. Fuck that.
£1 is currently 180-something yen. That is the same level it was when I was an international student coming here, and I was living like a fucking king. I can't go back, David.
Yeah, you'd lose half the fucking money
you'd lose all your money. But I have like £80 in my house right now, and I'm basically rich in Japan. I'm basically a millionaire.
Steak dinners every night.
Is this my rent? I'm like walking around Tokyo, slapping people with £5 notes and throwing like pound coins at people, and they're like, "Thank you, Lord, thank you for the shekels. I will exchange these and make rent this week or whatever." Like it's dumb how like stupid it is, but like, yeah, Zoom is too poor to afford, honestly. But I digress. There's been a really interesting thing of like Japanese like YouTube content where, any platform content to be fair, people want to like look at Japan. And especially now, since people are like poorer, they can't afford to come to Japan. So there's like a really interesting resurgence of like people watching these streams of people just like walking around Japan, and that's it. And these streams are fucking easy to do. If you have a gimbal and you have a camera and you're not gonna get embarrassed.
Do you even need to be in the frame? Like, could I just strap a GoPro to my chest and walk?
It's better you're not in the frame, David.
Oh, okay.
They don't want you in the frame.
This is my virtual walk.
Literally, they're not here for you. They're here to see the area you're in. So the guy, his entire stream is basically, he holds the camera, the camera's facing out,
and he just walks.
And he just walks. He just walks through an area of Japan. And you have the same thing on like YouTube as well. It would be like walking through Shinjuku.
Was he using like a 360 camera?
No,
because like I know there's like oh yeah, Dan just mentioned it too. I know there's like there's people who would like stream a 360 camera. I don't know how feasible this is.
Very cool, yeah.
But you were able to like on the stream you could just like pan
you can pan around
at any angle.
It's very cool.
I don't understand exactly how the technology for that works. Like that's wild, but it works, and that's kind of cool. Shit.
It's cool.
That's neat.
This is like a normal iPhone. Just a guy's phone connected to like his thing, and he had like a second phone in his hand that he was basically just like scrolling Instagram or whatever. Like he didn't really seem interested in what he was doing.
But he probably gets like a decent amount of money, right?
Bank.
Yeah.
Bank. I've been looking into TikTok recently just because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start a TikTok just because it's an interesting platform that I don't know enough about. And apparently the money you can make on TikTok is pretty damn good, especially through like donations.
Is it? Because I've heard the opposite. Like I've heard like big creators like KSI and stuff, like they make like no fucking money.
It's the cream of the crop. If you're doing weird, it's donations basically. If you're doing weird,
so he's making money off of views and not off donations. I see.
Bad. No, there's not enough like economy in TikTok to make money off views. The money comes off donations. You gotta find weird, interesting niche that people would throw money at for me to do.
So what you're saying is be an NPC.
Yes. Yes. That was. Is that still?
No, it's come back.
It's back again.
I thought it died. More popular now.
Jesus.
I remember when it first started happening. Yeah. Because I remember like looking at it, and it was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Something people were like, oh, there's like these weirdos on like TikTok or YouTube Live or whatever, and they're acting like NPCs. And when someone like tweets them an emoji, they do the emoji or whatever, right? And then it kind of like, I don't know if it went away, but news about it was definitely like, haha, look at these weirdos. And then no one ever talked about it again. But then recently it's come back, and it's so fucking weird.
Have you seen the Glizzy Gobbler one?
Oh, that I was just about to mention. The fucking Glizzy overload.
The Glizzy, and he's just like, what, bro? I was like randomly scrolling on TikTok, like just like
what does he call it?
The not the Glizzy cannon, or something weird like that.
Yeah, it's something like that.
But the guy was like, I remember like I'm scrolling on TikTok. This is how like, this is how brazened it was for me. Like when I first heard this guy, because I was watching like the H3 podcast, like jumping through it, and they had him on, and he was like, yeah, my whole thing is like I'm like pretending to like fucking jerk off like glizzies, and I was like, yo, wild content, do your thing, make your paper. And I didn't realize how offensive it would be for that shit to pop up on my phone as I'm scrolling, because I'm scrolling, and I get to this live stream, I'm like, oh my god, this is the dude that like fucking jerks off the glizzies.
The glizzies.
Yo, that's wild, bro. Let me click on this guy's screen and see what's going on. And I click on the screen.
Just deep throating glizzies.
This is I click it so the sound starts. This is the sound I heard. I had headphones in. I was on the train.
You're lucky you had headphones in.
I didn't close TikTok. I reset my phone. I was like factory set this phone. I could
today.
Snap that. Not today, Satan. You're not on my phone. Not on my headphones.
That's why the new iPhone's made of like weak titanium, so you can
snap it in half. Finally,
no one will ever know,
bro. Finally, a phone for the God-fearing gentleman.
Hershey's chocolate bar.
No, it's like a cheap Hershey's chocolate bar. Do you know what? I'm very happy they made the new fucking iPhone out of basically breakaway glass, like tin and breakaway glass. Apparently, if you sneeze too hard, the phone will break. Like, it's
same
a whole
shit
thing.
they make cars out of, so they crumple properly and save you.
It's the same shit they make tearaway suits from. They've made the phone out of.
Because you never know.
Police roll up. Give me your phone. It was an iPhone 15. Okay, fair enough.
You've accidentally become a pedophile?
Not
today.
Not today. Satan fucking got me there.
Jeffrey Epstein would still be alive if he had an iPhone 15.
If you had an iPhone 15, he'd still be alive to
He'd
this
be okay.
day. If iPhone 15 made his island, he better crumple that shit up easy, put it in his back pocket, get the fuck out of there, dude. Listen.
Him from like a helicopter. Do it. The whole island just...
Fold it up and start folding the island. Oh my god. Get fucked, bro. Get absolutely fucking fucked. But no, apparently these streams do well, and if you have like the time, I would say, to like do some of these streams, it's definitely worth like making.
It's so like I wonder like how much they get paid per emoji, because like the whole concept is you pay money, you post the emoji, then they have to do the thing, right?
Yes.
So like is there tiers of
yes, there
like,
is.
how much?
So Instagram also released the new thing recently, like an emoji tier list. Let me jump onto my Instagram because I now have emojis.
Not only that, my question is like
gifts turned on, not emojis. Forgive me. Go on.
Here's my question, right?
I'm listening to your question.
It's a twofold question. One, who is watching this?
People that want to come to Japan but can't afford tickets.
No. I'm talking about NPC streams.
Weirdos.
And then two, who is paying? Like, I can understand watching, right? Because you're like, oh, this is weird.
This shit's
like,
weird, yeah.
What weird thing are they gonna fucking do?
What like, strange shit they're gonna do next? Yeah.
Who's paying that? Like, to me, that's absolutely absurd. Like, who is paying them money to see them do shit? It's so weird. If you want to see an NPC, load up fucking Skyrim and you can just go talk to a man. Like, it's not hard. Like, Skyrim's gonna be infinitely less expensive.
I've always said there has to be some kind of like sexual element to these things. It's like 100%. 100%. It's like when ASMR came out and everyone's like, no, I just like watching people eat food. I'm like, no, you're a disgusting pervert. Like this is definitely porn. Like no one likes that. Like
I just enjoy Amaranth licking fake ears.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with anything else.
Bro, stop looking between the lines. I just enjoy sitting down.
They're looking between something.
Bro,
it's not the lines.
Let me fucking tell you, bro. But it's like when people are like, oh, I'm just gonna watch this Korean girl sit down and slurp down 10 pounds of fucking udon. I'm like, bro, you should be in a prison cell.
There's something very deviant about that, right? And voyeuristic and really just gross.
It's so weird. You might as well be peering through this woman's window. Like,
it's
the fuck, bro.
I think it's more weird to watch that kind of stuff, like, on, like, Instagram or TikTok than it would be to just watch pornography.
Oh, yeah. If I walk into the room and I watch you like pants.
Can I smoke cigarettes on stream? I don't think either of us smoke, but no.
Can I? Good point. No, I don't smoke, but maybe. Jesus.
I don't know.
If I walk, no, I don't think so.
Would that be like? Because they probably be like, oh, you're promoting tobacco products.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll probably
you can't be out to do
for that.
Like if I walk into your room and I find you like pants down between your ankles and you're watching like Big Booty Bitches 4 or something, I'm like, my bad.
Right. I should
have knocked. This is on me. My fault. I should have knocked. Sorry about that, Chief. Let me leave the room. If I walk in and you're fully dressed and you're watching like Korean girl slurps down cow intestines, I'm like, you're disgusting.
Or like dude is doing the fucking glizzy guzzling.
Bro, dude's glizzy guzzling.
Because like that one specifically is like vaguely sexual.
It's so sexual, bro.
So it's like,
yeah, I'm like, bro, who you fooling? Who you trying to trick?
Yeah, like if I walk in, you're just like watching a dude suck a dick. I'm like, that's
vibes.
Like I don't want to see it,
bro.
But I get it.
Now, do your thing. You little fist bump. My bad. Continue, brother.
Right.
Fucking make it happen.
Don't stop on my account,
bro. Do not stop on my account. I'm just here to get the remote. I forgot it in here. I'm gonna go back downstairs. I got Mario Kart to play.
Take it before you put it in your ass,
bro. 100%. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. I walk in and you're watching that. I mean, what are you doing?
Right.
Oh no, it's really funny. Let me don't explain it to me.
Right,
Don't explain it to
now
me.
at that point, the longer you stand in that room,
Oh,
the more you look at this person,
the
like,
more glizzies he gobbles. I gotta leave. I gotta leave. I don't want to be part of this. Because like
Right.
when the police interrogation happens and they're like, "Oh, so you saw a little peek at the video?" I'm like, just to peek, your officer. I saw him fucking glizzle one gobbly and I fucking bounced. But if I'm in the room and he's already put like 5 or 6 down there, I'm now part of the crime. I'm an accessory to this murder.
It feels like some fucking like sex cult psyop.
Bro, and they've got. I turn around to leave the room, but I've been in there like a second too long, and behind me there's like 10 men just in like fucking full wiener costumes.
They've already closed the door.
One guy's dressed as the hot dog man. He's the priest technically.
2 dudes come in from the side, ketchup and mustard.
Oh,
You're like,
no. Oh, I think I'll shoot myself.
It's just like,
this
is where it ends.
I got 5 bullets in this gun, and there's 6 of you. Guess I'm dying. Guess all 5 for me.
You've guzzled your last glizzy.
Fuck that, dude. But long way of saying,
someone's bun's getting stuffed tonight.
Someone's bun's gonna get mustard. Disgusting. Yeah, I don't understand these streams. I don't understand the content.
It's
but
fucking weird,
but
dude.
People make bank doing it, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I get it.
The money side of things is like the most understandable thing I get. Like, people do anything for money.
When I say I don't get it, from a creator standpoint, I fully get it.
Where like. How can your psyche withstand being like, I'm the glizzy gobbler guy, and I just sit there and gobble glizzies? I sound like a fucking Dr. Seuss rhyme.
You do too. Do you know what it is? It's because you're doing the whole, like, as a creator, you're doing the whole live stream. You're like, I'm the marshmallow mangler. I'm going to mangle these marshmallows. And you do it for like 3 hours, and you're like, ugh. Then you close the stream, you got to kiss your wife and like say goodnight, and you're like, fuck, what have I become? But then you open your bank balance, and there's thousands in there, and you're like, I bet.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
That's how I would stand up to it. Every hour, I'd be like, "What am I doing?" And I was just on another screen.
Whatever become.
It's just my bank balance increasing.
Cool.
My glizzy friend. But no, creator side, I get. I don't get people who watch and donate.
Every single glizzy, all glue in the end.
Wait, what's the original? What's that song?
It's a remix of a Johnny Cash song.
Johnny Cash, that's what it is.
Yeah,
fucking silly. But I'm not the biggest fan. How's your evening, David?
Weird.
Weird? Go on.
Weird.
Tell me about it. Can you smoke a cigarette on stream? It's my birthday. Thanks.
I don't know how. Yeah, okay. I've been watching a lot of anime, which is
good, man.
Weird for me.
Very weird.
I think. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Great anime.
I'm about halfway through season 2.
Good, man.
It's okay.
How dare you? It's
I know people are gonna eviscerate me for saying something is just okay.
How dare you? It's 10 out of 10. Greatest work of art ever made by mortal hands.
Listen, most of those fight scenes are like incomprehensible mush.
They are, yeah.
It's too much shit at once makes stuff unreadable. When a man's doing a triple cartwheel while a giant mecha is like punching a mountain and like all the debris is just fucking flying everywhere and I can't see fuck all but what's going on, it's just like, okay, sure. Yeah, I'm sure that looked cool, but my eyes just glaze over.
Yeah, like I'm sure that someone out there is invested in this fight scene.
but it ain't me. It ain't me.
It ain't me. No, I have that. Like, I enjoy the story, I enjoy watching how it unfolds, but there are certain fight scenes where I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, can we get some good animation in the chat?
But the other anime that I've been watching,
and
weirdly enough, I'm on like season 3 of it now.
Jesus Christ.
Is Aggretsuko. Have you watched Aggretsuko?
I've heard about it. I heard it's really good.
You should watch Aggretsuko. And I say this because it is like the most fucking, like, if you've lived in Japan and worked in a Japanese company and know Japanese people, it is the most fucking relatable show I have ever watched.
I guess
to the point where I'm just like, I know that guy. That character is this guy. And I hate him.
I know that man. I hate him. I hate that guy.
But Aggretsuko is just like, Aggretsuko makes me want to like do more with my life. Like it's very weird. Cause like she's kind of that like down and out, like shitty office job, like office lady.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And she's like, I have no money. I'm fucking poor. And it's kind of like
Sucks.
about her struggles in life or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But there's like some very like salient points that they like. The writing is good and it's actually legitimately funny. And just, you know, it really like gave me, because I've been unemployed for like a long time now. Like I should have had a job, fucking whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like through watching this show, I kind of realized I'm like, oh, like I'm in that same type of funk, right? And when characters like, one of the characters, like the other night, I was watching an episode and they're like, oh, can you really say that you're like doing your best when you haven't really tried? Like you're kind of like doing half-ass shit. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's fucking me. Fuck.
I didn't need this right now. Fuck. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah.
But it's very like it's super relatable. True. And season 3 goes in a really weird direction that I kind of love. Like it came out of fucking nowhere. But I think the funniest shit about that show is like the whole like not concept, but like the whole kind of like comedy joke of that show is that like she sings fucking death metal about shit she can't like talk about.
Yeah.
But like some of the lyrics, because they actually get someone to sing it.
That's cool. Some
of the lyrics are so fucking funny because like it's just her, like something will annoy her and then she like just goes to karaoke afterwards and just goes ape shit. But some of the lyrics are so fucking funny. Like I'm hearing her go and I'm dying laughing. Like it's fucking funny.
I've like heard every person I know who's lived in Japan and watched Aggretsuko is like recommends it. Every single
extremely relatable.
Every single person is like it's extremely relatable. It's really well done. The jokes are apparently really, really good. Like the show is just well made. I think it's something I'm definitely gonna watch, especially now. Like
it's like the episodes are like 15 minutes.
Oh, easy
or like 20
watch.
minutes, and
Easy
like
watch.
they're quick if you skip the intro
outro,
right? Just go on Netflix and just like binge. Like you could binge a season. A season's like 8 episodes.
I'm gonna watch it.
But I think like you would really like it because the kind of shit that you and me complain about to each other off the cast is the kind of shit that happens in the show, and just seeing her be like, I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it.
You find as well that what I find really funny is that the things that I complain about, we complain about, a lot of people complain about, it's kind of like the same things that Japanese people also complain about.
Yep.
It's not like we're not living in a fucking parallel dimension to like what Japanese people are experiencing in Japan. Like the same things we find annoying, they find annoying. The yen's trash right now. Everyone's mad about it.
Right.
Taxes are increasing. Everyone's mad about it. That one old man in your company who's some reason working there after 20 years, but doing nothing. Everyone hates that cunt. Everyone hates him.
The character in the show, like the CEO, he's like a, not that it matters, but he's like an elephant man, but he's just like, this is my idea for, you know, like upping morale at the thing. And it's like, literally shit. Like,
I already hate him.
We're gonna, what do you say? Like, we're gonna redesign the office space like this. And then his like secretary's like he spends like, what was it? Nijuman on like the model.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah.
And she's like, she breaks it and he's like, oh, I spent Nijuman on that. She's like, why would you do that? She's like, oh, well, I need to visualize what it would look like first. She's like,
fucking.
But like, I could 100% understand that happening at a company.
Yeah.
Because like those people are so fucking old and out of touch with shit. The name of the show is called Aggretsuko. Or in it's weird. In English it's called Aggretsuko, but in Japanese it's called Aggreshibu.
Aggretsuko. Oh, aggressive Aggretsuko.
I'll type it in the chat.
Oh, thank you. It looks good actually. Aggretsuko. We've had this.
And a weird thing, I didn't know, it's a Sanrio product.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The people who make Hello Kitty make fucking Aggretsuko.
Good man. You gotta listen. You gotta fan out. You gotta get all sides of the audience. You know what I mean?
Looking at the show after, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. But that bitch will never be in Sanrio land.
Oh, never. But if she was, I'd go.
I'm like actually like a big fan of the show now. Like I love it. It's great.
I'll join in that fandom. Apparently, it's really, really good. What's really funny about what you just said, the whole spending Nijuman to like boost company morale. The amount of companies I've been at or like heard of, like for my friends, like my friends' companies as well. Like they were like every quarter, I think it is. Every quarter at his company. I won't say where or the words they use, but every quarter at this guy's company, they make a new like a new like slogan to express what the next quarter is going to be about. And they have a big like 5-hour meeting introducing this new slogan. And they're like, oh, whenever you do anything, keep this thing in mind. And it'll be stuff like, David, I swear to God.
I'm talking about chat.
No, fair enough. But it's shit like, this quarter, the slogan is, Gambare, fight hard. So, let's break this down in all words. What does gambare mean to you? Legitimately. And it'll be like a 5-hour meeting of them going around being like, what do you think when you hear the words fight hard? And that's it. The entire time. And everyone's like, are you serious? This is what you're wasting our times with? Right. And then he's like, without fail, the next day, someone gets pressed because they're like, the boss will come in like, why haven't you finished these reports? And it's like, they were due yesterday. We had a 5-fucking-hour meeting about gambare fight hard, you fucking idiot. Like, why the hell do you think I'm behind, you stupid dumb? Like, every fucking quarter. So I get it. Fucking terrible, dude. Just awful. Haha, I went to Google Images. Says it's just porn. Bro, sort that out.
I was going to say, like I said, I think this is more about your search history than mine.
Yeah, bro, sort that out. But yeah. Good weeks. Do you want to quickly jump to a mid-section?
Sure, yeah. We're only half an hour in, so I don't know. I mean, you got a hard out in like 40 minutes, right?
I got a hard out at like 4. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll this might be a short one this week.
Shorter than
shorter-ish,
normal, but still pretty
around an hour. All right, let's do that. I better see here which one we're going to before I actually go to it.
David just starts hitting buttons. Like
whatever buttons. Okay.
Got a quick word from another podcast on our... I forgot the word. What's wrong with me? On our network. And until then, we'll see you in like 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Mono, the host of Tokyo Game Life, a Tokyo-based video game podcast focusing on Nintendo and gaming culture in Japan's capital. It's your slice of gaming life from Tokyo. Every episode features deep dives into gaming-related places to visit in Tokyo, interviews with fans, developers, and experts, plus detailed thoughts on both retro and new games. Tokyo Game Life, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
Now we're back. Sorry.
And we're back.
I'm glad that we had that muted when you took a fucking spill there.
I like, in the 30 seconds that we were gone, I was like, I'm going to be really careful so I don't destroy the entire setup. And I take a step on the wire and just like pulls
everything off the desk.
Down, like everything from the desk goes down. But luckily, nothing was unplugged.
Stream still runs. Audio should be fine.
Which is fucking hilarious.
Which is good.
Sorry about that. Fucking silly. Anyway, a lot of new stuff happened in the last couple of weeks, and there's something very interesting Dave wants to talk about, and I also want to talk about it.
You're talking about the lady who got arrested for fraud.
I am.
Yes. Okay. So this is like a fucking wild story.
Okay. What a story.
Normally, I wouldn't talk about a lady who gets arrested for fraud because that's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Right? But it's the way that she got arrested and what she did to get arrested for fraud that was funny. So let's take it back. Like, this is like how many months ago? 4 months ago?
4 months ago?
Something like that. 4 months ago. So a lady gets arrested for fraud. Now, normally that's not weird, but the reason she got arrested for fraud was basically she was doing like what would you call it? Like, Not like sugar baby stuff, but like something
like
similar,
a romance scam in a sense.
Yeah, it's like a romance scam. So it's actually, I don't know how much you read into it.
I'm trying to refine the story now, but
it's
there's so much fraud.
Weirder than initially thought, right? So she gets picked up after people go to the police and be like, "Oh, this lady's like scamming me out of money."
Yeah.
So what she had done is she had devised a system that was like extremely good at getting money out of men.
Okay.
Now normally you'd be like, "Okay, like what? Like who cares, right?" No. The amount of money she got out of men was insane.
Was it like 5 point something million?
It was like 200K
Jesus
USD.
Christ.
200K USD worth of money. So here's what she would do, right?
God damn.
She is both the most intelligent and dumbest broad I've ever met, because the story has an extremely funny ending. So what she would do is she would post her basically her plan, or like how she did this online, right?
What an idiot.
So her plan was, or what she would do is, she's like, okay, there's like 5 elements or like 6 elements to my plan. She's like, 1, you got to find a guy who is like lonely, who doesn't have a lot to live for. She like literally says, if you can find a guy who gets up, eats, go to work, sleep, repeat, right?
Yeah.
Like the guy who just goes to work because he has to work because he needs money to pay for rent, and like that's his life. She's like, if you can find a guy like that, you're fucking golden. So then what she does is like, okay, you can't just like find the guy and go ask him for money like right off the hop.
No, of course not. No.
She's like, you got to build trust. So she's like, oh, you build trust with this guy, you go out with this guy a little bit or whatever, right? And then you build up trust with him, and then you just stop talking to him one day. She's like, you do this thing where you like say, oh, I'm, talking to you in the morning, you text him in the morning, you text him before you go to bed, right? And you could do this. Like, it's not hard on a phone. You just like copy paste a message to like 8 dudes. Boom, 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 boom.
Easy.
Right? And she's like, you do this for like the period of like 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a long con, right?
Yeah.
And you like get them to think that you're their girlfriend or they're in love with you, right? And then you just stop replying to them for like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
Right? Then they're like, oh, what the fuck's going on?
Where'd she go?
Where'd you go? What happened?
Why did I do something wrong? Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
And then she's like, okay, and then here's where you do it. You send them a message, be like, oh, hey, sorry, like I haven't replied to you, like things have been going bad. But you never ever, she's like, this is important. It's super important. You never ask for actually money. Tell them. You don't ask for the money. No. You never tell them what you need it for. You never tell them what it specifically is until they ask you. Because then they feel like, oh, I'm helping them out. I'm the hero.
Yeah.
Like,
it's true. You're feeding into that male hero complex.
Right. So she's like,
plan.
You get them to be like, oh, I can't pay for rent because I'm like in debt to like debt people and they need money, or the Yakuzas, blah, 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 doing this, whatever. They're going to make me perform in an adult video against my will to pay back whatever.
Whatever,
like,
pachinko.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter,
right?
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you tell them this, and then that's when you get them to wire you the money. But then she's like, here's the most important part.
Go on.
Is you can't just bounce.
No.
Because if you bounce, mega suspicious.
Yes.
So she's like, here's what you do. You just go back to step 1. And just go down the steps again.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him, make him feel like he's the hero, blah, 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 right? And you get money out of them again.
All over again? Yeah, pretty much.
And she's like, if you do this to like 4 or 5 dudes, suddenly you have 4 or 5 dudes giving you Rokumon.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Every other thing, right?
It's pretty easy, yeah. And things, if you stagnate it out as well,
right? Every
month, you're getting money, basically.
And like, those guys would buy her stuff.
Yeah, of course.
She was in, what did she call it? The night industry.
Ah.
So anyway, so she's like, getting these dudes for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, dude. Right?
How does she find
And then she's like made up this actual like system to follow, like a written, here's my manifesto, you can follow it system.
Buy my book.
And she's selling it online.
Oh my god, yes.
She's selling it.
She's
selling it for some amount of pop.
I mean, you'll make more.
And the crazy thing is, like, she's admitting to all of this. She's like being interviewed by another YouTuber, and he's just like, he's like, "You're literally a criminal. You're terrible." And like, he's doing it in like a very jokey way. So
yeah.
Ha, 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 ha. And he's like,
tee hee hee hee.
No,
But really, no, yeah.
He's like, you know, afterwards, she's like, "You better not post this." Blah blah blah. He posted it anyway.
Of course he does.
Bitch, I don't give a
fuck. Yeah. That's
so. But she's like admitting in this thing. She's like, "Oh, like," he's like, "How many guys did you do this to?" And she's like, "Oh, probably like 40 to 50 dudes." And I was like, "Fuck."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, "Oh." She's like, "Yeah, I was selling the system to girls online." And he's like, "Oh, well, how much did it cost?" She's like, "It's like some amount." He's like, "Well, how many people did you have buying the
book?" Yeah.
The book. And she's like, about 2,000. So I'm like, 2,000?
Christ.
So I, do some quick maths there. How much money is that? $300 times 2,000 people.
That's a lot of fucking money.
That's $600,000 fucking dollars. That's more than $500,000 fucking dollars.
What? I'm stressed. Okay. Wow. So you have, this is the problem. You have, you have a good system, clearly.
Yes.
Good system, you know what I mean.
And it's working.
She has a system that's working. She's selling the system. She also has various men on rotation. You're kind of set.
Right.
For a long time. You take all the money you're currently making and you put 20% aside. You're good. You're good. You're ready to retire.
But here's the thing.
Here we go.
This is where she fucked up. She fucked up by selling this thing, because what happened is that she stressed in her thing at what she called aftercare. So after they give you the money, you have to pretend like you care so you can loop back to group 1.
True. Yep.
What happened is that women who had bought her thing just didn't up to there and ghosted.
Of course they did. Yes.
So then dudes started reporting women to the police for fraud.
There we go.
And then they're like, this is weird. All of them have told me that they were getting it from this person.
Yep.
Or like, I learned it from here. Here's how I was doing it. I bought it from this person. So of course it gets traced back to her. And eventually the guys that she's frauding are like, that's the exact same shit that she was doing to us. So they take her to court as well. And here's where the story gets even better.
Dude, this is juicy.
She ends up going to court, right? And she's like this, like, gyaru, like, dress, like, all in pink, like, I
saw it, blonde hair, contacts, long nails, yeah.
And she goes to court, and she's just, like, this, like, very plain, like, the most plain-ass Japanese woman.
I saw, like, square glasses, black hair. Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting. Jeez. It comes out in the court case that she's fucking broke.
How? Oh, wait. No, let me guess.
You know exactly how she got broke.
Fucking guess. Did she do all this and then spend all the fucking money on a host?
You damn right.
Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
So it's so,
you
like...
idiot.
The introspection is zero.
What's wrong with you? Zero. You're doing the exact same thing a host is doing to you, and you're like, no.
It's different.
It's different. I'm scamming these men for the love of my life.
Right, yeah, exactly.
For host make small dick, you know?
Right.
For makeup make foundation head. Like, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
But he loves me.
Yeah, of course.
And because he tells me he loves me. That's how I know, you know?
Every time I give him money, he just tells me he loves me.
He doesn't loves me. It's like that.
Yeah, we got that. It's called an NPC stream. You just got to go there and give them money, and you'll get the exact
He's got to tip some gifts, bro. He'll tell you.
That man doesn't eat any glizzies.
Oh, my God. What a fucking idiot.
It turns out when she gets to court, she's fucking broke because she spent all the money on this one host guy. And this host guy is the most Edward Cullen ass looking baby face mother. He looks so fucking lame. Excellent. And I'm like, are you for real?
Excellent.
Not only that,
wow,
is that it comes out she's also married to a Vietnamese guy.
No.
And he didn't know any of this shit was going on, apparently. And then it just keeps going.
What is wrong with her life?
It just keeps going because not only like was she frauding out these dudes, right? Her host that she was giving money to,
was he pimping her out?
He was in on it because he knew where the money was coming from. He knew specifically because there's a conversation because they took her phone for the investigation.
Of course.
And there's a conversation directly between them where he's like, oh, he literally says in the conversation, I am your accomplice now because literally you keep bringing me money. So keep doing it. He's like, this is cool. You keep bringing me money. As long as you keep bringing me money, we're Gucci. So now he gets arrested too.
You fucking... So what I'm hearing is everyone in this situation is a fucking idiot.
Yes,
what a
exactly.
Fucking idiot. If I was the host guy and I'm like, oh my God, this woman is bringing me like shit tons of money every week. This is wild. I'm not asking questions. That should be host lesson number 1. Don't ask questions.
Of course.
She has no job, married to a random Vietnamese man, but she's bringing you like 300,000 yen a week. Why are you asking questions? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. It's clearly not legal. You've ruined your chances of getting out of this scot-free. So they arrested him as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Good.
It's funny because like, so he works at this host club. And he's like, he has like, because like hosts have advertisements for them, right?
Yeah.
And his like whole shtick is like, he would serve you a drink out of his ancient fucking teapot or whatever. His like ancient fish teapot.
What the fuck? Okay. What?
And then after people did like 20 minutes of searching,
they
found out he bought this ancient fish teapot out of like Don Quixote for like $25. And do you know how much he was charging girls to drink out of this ancient magical teapot?
Like 100,000 yen.
Yeah, it was like
always
like $150.
Jesus fucking
like,
Christ!
What the fuck?
Fuck me.
Oh God,
bro. The night
absolutely hilarious.
The night industry in Japan is not only a massive scam, it's a massive scam that I'll never understand. And I find it hard to like feel sympathy for those who get like caught up in its like waves. Cause I'm like, bro, this man bought a Don Quixote teapot. Said it was an ancient Chinese, this is Japan. It's an ancient Chinese teapot that I assume he made up some law for, oh, it was my great granddaddy's. So your granddaddy's Chinese? Why'd you have an ancient Chinese teapot, you fucking idiot? Okay, cool. You can drink out of my teapot. It'll cost you $150. Why are you serving out of an ancient teapot, my guy? Like, 3 seconds of thinking, and you're like, hold on a minute. This is suspicioso. This is sus.
Oh God.
Let's think about this for 3 seconds. Like, I don't like this.
No, yeah, it's just like, so I'll bring the dude.
Wow.
I'll bring the dude up.
Bring the dude up.
That's almost more offensive to me that this is the guy that you're spending the money
I
on.
know what the girl looks like. I don't know what the dude looks like.
I'll bring him up. Hang on, let me.
And then I'm going to describe him for our audio only listeners. Why would we tell on herself? We had a good thing going, Walter. Fucking.
We had a good thing going, Walter.
Literally.
Walter, what are you doing, Walter?
This goes back to like season 1 of Tokyo Fresh. We'd always say, like,
don't record your crimes.
Yeah, don't record your crimes. Don't record your crimes. Don't tell people about your crimes. In my mind, I'm like, this girl had one of the best fraud networks going for her. Millions coming in, billions coming in, big money coming in. Even if she was like, oh, haha, I'm just going to spend all this money on this one host. Cool. Vibes, whatever.
So here he is with his Amazon Prime fish teapot, the ancient Chinese teapot for Sanzam.
Oh my.
This is the guy.
Oh my. Oh, wow. He looks like Marilyn Manson. Thinner. He has the longest horse face I've ever seen.
He's Japanese twink Marilyn Manson.
He's Japanese twink Marilyn Manson. The longest horse face. No style. Zero swag. This is awful.
Oh,
wow.
Just like, oh man, you
wow.
hate to see it,
bro. Yeah, the ancient fish teapot. So a lot of you probably think what I thought. I was thinking of a traditional English teapot, and then like
no, it's
design.
literally a fish.
No, it's a fish.
It's like imagine you took a salmon,
Yeah.
hollowed out its back,
Literally.
and then put a handle on it.
The worst thing is it's not even elegant. The part they've hollowed out is a massive gaping hole on top of the salmon, and you pour it out for the fucking fish's mouth. It looks terrible. The handle is like held on by these weird like wire hook looking things with like the lowest quality wood around like the handle itself. Just to stop your hands smelling like fucking copper. It's the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. The price, 2,900 yen. That's high. That's high.
This is too high.
That's too high.
Oh, Dan, you fucking kill me.
If someone came to my houses, I would be so fucking mad.
Oh,
Fuck Dan,
God,
sir.
it's so fun. But like, this is the guy.
It's Miyazaki Manson, man.
This is the guy. She spent
the stream code maker enjoying this.
In total, because I looked it up again here.
Go on.
Out of this scam,
Yeah.
she made 1.4 million USD.
With an USD?
1.4 million USD. So
At
like,
the current
what is that in yen?
that's like a billion kajillion yen because the yen's so shit right now.
Let me see how much that is.
1.5, 1.3?
1.4 million. Yen.
Yuck.
That's
I-
absolutely insane.
I like that both my guesses are completely wrong. Go on. What is that in young Japanese yen?
Hang on, it's too many numbers I gotta type.
Wow. 1.4 million.
So hang on, that's 1, 10,
100,
1000, 万, 10万, 100万. What's after 100万?
Oku? Yoku?
1億.
1億, 2億.
20億.
20億?
Something like that. I think that's what it is.
Probably. Fuck me. Just wow. 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 Wow.
I don't. Yeah, I
Wow.
don't. Like,
My brain is shutting
okay,
down.
Listen, it is a number so big I don't even know what it's called in Japanese.
Jesus Christ,
Because
dude.
I've never had money that's more than ichioku.
No, never. Not once in my
So,
life.
Like, where do you go from there?
Where do you go from there? I'm a poor boy. I can't look at that.
There's like,
Jesus.
oh no, it'd be senman.
Ah, there we go. Senman.
Yeah, it's senman. No, so it's nisenman.
Yuck. I hate this. This is my thing. So you made $1.4 million.
Right.
Because it's easy to say. And a large portion of that, let's say like $1 million, has gone to this like fucking Miyazaki Manson.
Miyazaki Manson.
Thank you for that, Dan. That's
funny.
brilliant. Do you know what? I'm actually upset.
Right.
Do you know what? And the reason I'm upset is really
I'm upset
annoying.
'cause I didn't think of it first.
No. I'm so upset. I'm upset for the dumbest reason as well. I'm upset because if you're going to take the time out of your day, okay? If you're going to take the time to scam like 40, 50, 60 men out of their money. Listen, I'm all about the game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to charge to the game. Can't be helped. I got scammed. Sucks to suck. I should have thought it was a bit better. My bad. I'm a 40-year-old, 45-year-old Japanese man.
Mm-hmm.
And this young 20-year-old gyaru girl, long nails, blonde hair, has come to me and been like, hey, I really like you, and let's talk every day. As a thinking man,
Right.
I'm like suspicious. I'm like, get out of here. It doesn't make any sense to me. As a young 20-year-old, cool. But I'm 40-something and you're like 20. Why are you lying to me? I'm not that dumb.
Right.
I'm
yeah,
not
like
that
you've
dumb.
been around the block for a while at that
least
point, right?
once,
Like, if you're an older like Japanese dude, like come on.
Think. Fucking dude. But think, Mark.
Think,
but,
Mark.
Think, Mark. But in that situation, if I'm like, all right, fair enough. I'm lonely and I want the company. Bet. And she's like, oh my God, can you hand me like a shit ton of money because of reasons? I'm like, vibes, cool. I'm a rich old man. I have nothing to live for. Don't really care. Cool. Here's a couple of money. No skin off my chest. Don't really care.
Yeah, at that point, you're like,
yeah, whatever.
I have nothing to live for at this point.
Nothing.
Right, and she admits that. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
freely. She's like, target people who have nothing to live for.
Yeah, 'cause they don't care.
They don't care. They're bad with money. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
don't give a
spending
shit.
it on
When
anything.
it comes down to it, a lot of the things that the guys want is basically, I want someone to go on dates with and talk to and hang out. I'm a lonely old man.
I want someone who cares about me. Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all.
That's
men
all. That's
really
all men
want.
really want. And even if like they know it's fake, 'cause a lot of them must know it's fake. They know what it is, but they're like, we don't care.
They're like, this is filling some kind of hole in my life that the money is what it is.
And here's what it is. You're filling a hole, cool, you're doing a service, whatever. You're scamming some people, everyone kind of knows about it really. Cool. you start selling books, you've already gone too far. You've already gone too far selling books to people.
Right. That was the most out of pocket thing.
You're an idiot. Don't sell books. Don't do the scam, then tell people you're doing the scam.
Or at least
Fucking
don't
idiot.
sell books with your name on it.
Yeah, don't use a pen name, you idiot. Use a pen name. Don't put your picture on the front cover of the book. Don't do How I Scammed.
How I Scammed by
Fucking
May whatever.
How I Did It. Fucking subtitle, the book about how I did the crime that I did. Like, don't do things like that, you fucking idiot. And then you're like, oh my God, imagine if I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you damn kids. No, it's you. You wrote the book. We were like, oh man, who's doing all this crime? It's like, oh, we found this book. Okay, let me open to page one. Oh, there she is.
It's like in a
there
game
she is.
when you find like the journal of the evil wizard.
Bro,
He's
you're like,
I've done the evil magics.
Who could have done the evil? Fucking
Who could?
Actually pissing like that pissed me off. And then you cherried on topped it when you were like, oh,
Right.
she made 1.4 million yen and then she gave the vast majority to a host. I was mad, David. I'm gonna lie to you. I was mad. I was like, how dare she scam these poor men out of their money and give it to a host? I was kind of mad. Not super mad.
I find it funny because it's literally the same crime, but one of them is okay and the other one's not.
Literally. And here's what got me mad. Here's what got me like peak mad.
Mm-hmm.
When you said, and she gave it to a host. In my mind, I'm thinking like Saint Seiya, long man, blonde hair.
Like this dude
bro.
is
This
just,
man is This man is styling. It's one of those guys that you see on the street and you're like, listen, I'm not gay, but let me tell you, I'll touch that. I'll give it a quick stroke. I'll see what it's about, okay?
right.
I'll stick a toe in the water. I'll stick a finger somewhere. I maybe shouldn't stick a finger.
I'll eat a glizzy once.
I'll eat a glizzy once in a while. Put some mayonnaise on it. We'll see what's going on. Like, listen, because you're talking 1.4 million. That's what I'm expecting.
Right.
You've
and
paid.
You don't really have to do that much to get the 1.4 million.
You don't.
You're already 90% of the way there.
Literally, you get this man 1.4 million, and he looks like dehydrated raisins. Like, what have you done? What are you doing? I'm so
Like I
upset.
said, he looks like Edward Cullen after like a water fast.
Bro.
Just skin and bones.
He looks like he's not. Bro, you had $1.4 million. Eat a proper meal.
If this guy was from America, he'd be a school shooter.
He'd be a school shooter.
100%.
Gangly is the word to explain this. Man looked like a poorer Jack Skeleton. Like, I'm... Man looking like the nightmare before summer. He just drenched. He just thirsty. Just... Oh, man looking malnourished. You know, give it a week. We'll see this man on TV. You know those TV ads that are like, could you spare $1 to help this poor man?
Shows up in court, you find out it's all just filters. he's just like hench as fuck. Just like the biggest gym bro you ever saw. He's just massive.
He's wearing a slim suit. It's the complete opposite.
Compression suit.
He's wearing compression suits. Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's what angered me. Get this man off my screen. That's what angered me. So upset.
Yeah. It's like it's so weird, right? When she does all this work to get all that money. Like, she's 23, right?
She's young.
She's 23. She made $1.4 million out of scamming dudes.
It's insane.
And she could just, if she had just like decided, yo, I'm gonna ghost everyone and just disappear.
Oh, she'd be good.
No one would have said anything because they're like, oh, well, okay, she's just like, I don't know, she got abducted by the Yakuza.
Yeah.
She's dead in a ditch now somewhere, right?
The wildest thing as well is that
Scot-free.
what's annoying as well, what really annoys me is that she had a pre-built escape plan in her big evil scheme of scamming.
Right.
What you do is you keep doing the scammies, you get all the money together, you get the 1.4 million, and then you go, all right, boys, bye, and then you go to Vietnam with your already husband, and you just delete all your social media, you take off the blonde wig, you file your nails back down to a normal size, because like her gadued up and her regular I woke up in the morning, night and day.
Oh, yeah, it's
Night and day.
completely different.
She could have just like gone back. Even that, she doesn't even have to leave Japan. She could just like shed the Gadu skin and gone.
And no one would know.
No one would know.
No one would know.
No one would know.
Yep, 100%.
Easy. No one would know. You could walk past these men on the street and they'd have no idea.
So let me just go through like her
silly,
yes and no's of of her scamming system.
Go
right?
on.
Her yes is like, find rich dudes who are bad with money, who are lonely, and are purposeless, and have no hobbies. She's like, the best guys to target have no hope in life. It's like, and this is a direct quote from her. The best guys to target have no hope in life. It's like, why are you even alive? What a sociopath.
She's a criminal. That is terrible.
And I think the funniest way that she found out that this would work, do you know how she actually like started this? It wasn't like a random idea. Well, it was a random idea, but like the system wasn't a random idea.
How'd you get a
One
system?
day, she's like, I need money. What do I do? And she just decided, I'm going to text every single man in my phone.
Huh?
And she just texts them, "Okane chodai," like, give me money.
Seriously?
And she's like, no one's gonna give me money.
No, of course not.
But then people started paying her, and she's like, oh shit, like I didn't even have to do anything. I just asked them for money, and they gave me money because they're like good people, or like they're like, oh, you're down on your luck, right?
Here's
so
the money,
like,
yeah.
Oh, how can I exploit this, right? That is incredible sociopath behavior to be like, girl, people gave me money out of the kindness of their heart. How do I exploit them?
My girl's super villain origin story is fucking vile, bro. She was like, wow, people are nice. How do I exploit this? How do I wring this shit out? How do I make the most out of this?
Right.
Bro, that's
she
terrible.
says, avoid guys with hobbies. Well, half of Japan doesn't have a fucking hobby other than sleeping. That makes sense. Literally everyone.
Literally. This is why the scam worked so well in Japan as well. A lot of lonely men in Japan, and a lot of lonely men with no hobbies in Japan, which is like a big section of the community. Like, it's so bad to the extent where a lot of like Reddit stuff, it'll be people like, oh, I can't make friends in Japan. How do I do it? And people are like, just get a fucking hobby. It's like, it's not just in Japan. Internationally, people don't really have hobbies outside of like, oh, I sleep. Oh, I like eating. It's not a hobby. It's a requisite for life. Stop being stupid. But I think that's why it also affected her as well. People were just like, well, she was just like, oh, I've found like my target audience. And it turns out my target audience is fucking plentiful in Japan.
Yep.
Poor boy. Go on. Give me more calls from her.
So her next thing is C, cultivate trust.
Of course. Yeah.
Right?
Easy.
So she's like, she says specifically in the video, because like I guess this YouTuber guy is like interviewing. She's like,
that's why he's a YouTube guy.
She's like, if someone you didn't know or someone you just asks you for money, you'd be like, oh, that's weird, right?
Yeah, but
like,
no, go away.
A weird person just asked me for money. Like, I don't know them. Why would I give them money?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
So she's like, if he doesn't trust you, why would he give you money?
No, yeah. 100%.
That makes sense.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
So that's why she said, cultivate the trust.
Yeah, you have
right?
to.
And she's like, normally I don't like, she's like, oh, leave the messages in the morning. Like, normally I don't like talking to guys, but with you it's different. Like, you know, just like really lovey-dovey, like horseshit bullshit, right?
Yeah. Classic.
And she says, make him think he's special. It's just the most fucked up, like, sociopathic thing. And she's like, make him think. And the guy goes, make him think. So you admit that you're lying. She's like, right? And she's like, really? I mean, he's like, and he just goes, Uruseo. He's like, shut up. He's like, you're totally lying.
Yeah, of course. Like, that's the thing I find the most interesting about like this entire story.
But it goes deeper than that, because she's like, learn everything about this dude. When does he wake up? When does he go to work? When is he finished work? When does he have a hobby, right? So you can pinpoint when to send him messages to be the most effective.
Oh my god, she's a sociopath.
Like she has to be a legit sociopath.
Oh my god.
What time does he wake up? What does he do on his days off? Where does he go? You know, messaging someone in, what did she say? Messaging you the first thing in the morning has become a highlight of my day. It's like,
bro,
never be like, it sounds like really weird. Like, it's almost bordering on like this weird, like, fucking alpha male type. Don't trust women when they send you nice messages.
No, I think it's more like use like 3 seconds of common sense.
That, right?
It feels like, I think people, especially like the Japan, what do you call it, the incel community, will take stories like this and they'll go, see, I told you boys, never trust a woman. It's like, no, you're taking the wrong lessons here.
Right.
The lessons you need to take are, do 3 seconds of thinking. Because if I'm in my everyday life, and a girl messaged me, Okane, no, not even that one.
Not even Okane chodai.
Not even like, give me money. if someone messaged me like, oh my god, hey, wow, long time, how are you, Genki or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, we're cool, we're chilling, everything's cool, and the conversation starts like having like a nice conversation, and then like we're in two sort of social, economic, or age brackets to an extent where it doesn't make sense for us to be communicating on a daily basis. Like, we have nothing in common. There's nothing going on. There's no communication really, like nothing deep is going on here. Very shallow. And then suddenly she's like, oh my god, message you every day, highlight of my day. I'm like, why? Because I'd be like, why? All we do is we go, good morning, you go, good morning, you go, oh wow, how are you? Work today? I'm like, yeah, work's happening. What do you want? Like, I'd be weirded out by it. I'm like, why are you messaging me every day? What do you want?
Yeah, that would come off as like weirdly needy.
Yeah.
Especially for like,
what do you want?
I don't know. Maybe this is just my reading, right?
Go on.
But like, I feel like Japanese people don't text that often.
They don't, no.
So having someone text me every morning and every night would be like, I would immediately, that's setting off red flags to me.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that is there is a big sort of lonely male community in Japan, which I get why it works on a lot of people. But I want to believe that there is a bigger sect of people that she's messaged and they've gone, no.
Right.
Huh?
Obviously, you're hearing about the people that it worked on, right?
Of course, yeah. You're not hearing all her failures, because when it comes down to it, if you mess like a regular 43-year-old man who has admittedly no hobbies, lives for work, wants to be the fucking sacho one day, he's gonna be the fucking company president, but he's got his head screwed on right, and suddenly like a 23-year-old gyaru girl who works in like the night economy messages him like, hey, how are you? He's gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Right. Why are you messaging me? Like, it's like, what do you want?
At that point, like, that guy's probably just going to a hostess club, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if he really wants that, he'll just go to
a hostess club. Like, it's, for me, the entire thing is like, it's silly, but even though I want to like rag on the men a little bit because it is fucking hilarious, she kind of a supervillain.
Yeah.
So ragging on the men.
It's peak sociopath.
It is,
right?
yeah. And ragging on the men feels like taking her side, which I will not do. So I'm like, nah. Normally, I'll be like, charges to the game. Respect the game. It is what it is.
What lesson have you learned?
Bro, literally.
But that's the
what
thing,
have you learned?
Because, like, now what have you learned? Don't trust women.
Yeah, they did the wrong lesson, though.
That's what I mean. But,
I know,
but like,
yeah.
If that happened to you, your lesson would be like, I will never trust women again.
And it's like, no, your lesson should be think, Mark, think. Like, I think that's the thing.
Yes.
It's like, after the situation, you need to take, like, 3 seconds of, like, introspective thinking and be
like, how could this have been prevented?
Yeah. How could I, 45-year-old Tanaka Yamaguchi, stopped myself from being scammed by this wench? What could I have done? And the little voice inside your soul that you were ignoring for 6 months as you were getting scammed, that was like, hey, dickhead, it's clearly a scam. Just jerk off once, you'll be fine. Like, listen to that voice. Because that voice is clearly desperate to have some kind of a loudspeaker in your soul to tell you, listen, my boy.
Hey, don't be dumb.
Hey, stop being dumb. Maybe, revolutionary idea here, maybe don't get scammed.
I don't know if she was even going like as far as to like go on dates with people. Like, I don't.
Wild.
Because if that was the case, I could understand where they built it up. Like, oh, we're dating, so of course I'd give her money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
If she's gone like 110% sociopath and was like going with them places and getting them to buy her stuff and all this other stuff, like putting on that actual air, like, hey, we're a couple or whatever, right? And that's how she was getting money.
That I get.
Then on that hand, it's like, I understand why you're giving money. Because
I get a bit more.
You assume that you're in a relationship and there's going to be some kind of give and take.
Yes.
Or I don't know what your relationship is per se, but there's some kind of social agreement between you
Indeed.
two.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But when it's under the pretense of, I'm just here to get your money and I don't care. Again, like, I understand how people are like, let's.
I get it. Same thing. I think if she went the full yard, and she was basically like, we're gonna go on dates as well. We're gonna like do all these like couple things together. I kind of get why they were tricked a little bit more. But if it was once again just messaging, I'm like, bro, come on, man, sort it out. So she's going to prison basically. How long? What's her sentence? Do you know yet? Was the court case still?
I don't know if she actually got sentenced or not. Let me check here.
I hope they throw the book at her. I hope they throw the table at her and the book and the gavel because that's kind of despicable behavior, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh my god.
Go on. Go on. Oh god, what happened?
In a hilarious twist of fate, what do you think the guy's last name was?
The guy's last name?
Yeah.
Is it Tanaka?
Sure is.
Fucking knew it. It's always the Tanaka. You fucking
time.
Every time. Every damn time. Go on. What did she get? How many years in the pokey?
I don't think it says here. Let me do like an actual.
Do you think it'd be too soon to give her a sentence?
It might be, but I don't know.
Perhaps. I think the trial is very much still ongoing. Similar to what do you call it? Similar to what's the fucking guy's name? Somali dude who got arrested recently. Similar to him. It's like it's Johnny Somali. I think similar to him. I think it's like the case is like pending still or ongoing.
Yeah, I think like she's just appeared in court.
Yeah. The wheels of justice in Japan are very slow.
She was arrested on August 23rd, so that's
a while ago.
September, October. Yeah, but Japan moves slow for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
very
like,
slow. Yeah. It'll still be a while.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Didn't know that was her name. She called herself Itadaki Joshi Riri-chan.
Disgusting. Not good. Itadaki Joshi?
Yeah. Like, you know.
Oh, I found it. Itadaki Joshi
money.
Riri-chan.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna Google it. Oh my god, yeah.
I can't seem to find any English things on it, and I'm just far too lazy to go to Yahoo News to.
No, I've got one. I'm looking now.
Pull it up.
Wow. Swindling. I like the words they use in the Asahi Shimbun. They were like swindling money of these people.
Yeah, swindling.
Swindling.
A good.
I found the title. She released some books. One was called Textbook for Sugar Babies: The Right Profile and Magical Words to Make Men Pay. Was one of the actual book's titles. So basically, my crimes and how I did the crime.
Sounds like a light novel.
Honestly, fucking yeah. How I isekai to the new world and became a vending machine. Yeah, fucking literally.
How I isekai to the next world and stole money from elves.
How I went to the new world and sugar baby the king or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I'm a sugar baby in a fantasy world.
I'm a sugar baby in a fantasy world.
They always love titles with questions as a question, right?
I hate that shit. Apparently, she also gave private lessons and consultations.
Yeah, I read that. But again, like that's
you're a psychopath.
Ichiman, Nimang,
Yep.
or
Yep.
I said Samang, but I assume that the private lessons probably cost more.
Yeah, Ichiman, Nimang. Yeah, it's like an additional fee basically.
Yeah,
ridiculous. David, ridiculous story. Absolutely insane.
Like, it's so weird because she could have got away with it.
Yeah,
no
really
problem.
Easily as well.
So easily, she could have 100% got away with it, and just. She Icarus too hard. She flew too close to the sun.
I've always said that a lot of like criminals, people who do like crimes, various crimes in Japan, especially young people who do crime, it's a big case of they do a crime and they go, oh my god, I've done this crime. I've stolen, I don't know, gold from Fort Knox, and they can't be quiet about it. After the crime, they want the clout. They want.
I'm the one who stole the diamond from the diamond place.
Yeah,
I did the diamond heist.
I was me.
Burglar.
I'm Diamond McDiamond Hands, and I was the one who stole the. It's like now we're gonna arrest you, fucking idiot. Like, if you're gonna do crime, shut the fuck up about it. Be quiet.
Or have an alter ego.
Even then,
even then.
If I did like a big crime and I stole like $2.8 million from whatever, no one would ever know. I would tell no one. Right. No one would know. Not my wife, not my kids. No one. No one.
It's always the thing that always gets me about people who are criminals, right? Who, and for her mostly this seems to be through online means.
Yeah.
Like Twitter or, Line or whatever she's doing to get people to like Venmo her money, right?
Yeah.
Like the people who do these kind of crimes don't think about disassociating all their crime shit from their real life. Like, these are the kind of people who would like link that stuff to their bank account with their like legally recognized name
and stuff. Yeah.
And then wonder why they got caught.
Yeah. So stupid.
Why do you think?
Open a new bank.
Yeah.
Take out the money in cash. Put it in a mattress. I don't care. Like,
right.
There is very much like a hubris that comes with like doing crimes like this. Believing you're like, I think she did for so long as well. She might have definitely thought she was like above being caught, and it was just like, I'm just gonna do it forever. I'm gonna go on this YouTube channel and talk about my crimes. Like, you thought you were gonna get like clout from it? Like everyone go, wow, this girl, haha.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna fucking.
Very rarely are people impressed by like essentially petty crime, right?
Petty crime is petty for a reason.
This isn't like you went to the Louvre and stole the Mona Lisa or something, right?
You didn't do anything cool. Like,
right.
Your crime. Some crimes are cool. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Some crimes are pretty fucking sick. Like,
if it ain't a heist, I don't care.
If it ain't a heist, I don't care. Like a heist, no one gets hurt and the banks lose money. That's hilarious. I'm gonna watch this shit on repeat. If they make a movie about it, I'm gonna watch it. A crime where you're stealing money of sad, lonely people.
Yeah, you're just kind of a dick, right?
It's kind of a dick. Wait, what's your next big crime? You're gonna steal from the elderly?
Beat up babies and take their candy?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna steal Hershey's pieces from like little kids? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You can take all the good Smarties out the Smarties, but like, fuck
Congratulations,
off, mate.
Yeah. When it's a crime that I was gonna say when it's crime that preys on people who are not privileged, but that's not what I mean. Like people who are downtrodden, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily that like these dudes are, don't have money or they're like some kind of protected class, like a minority or something, because they're definitely not. But when you take advantage of people like that and then turn around and be like, look at me, I'm the best.
Look at me, I did the crime.
I did the crime to the people who didn't deserve the crime to be done to.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm kind of like,
yeah, it really upsets me, honestly.
Like, steal from rich people, I don't care.
I don't give a shit. Couldn't care less.
Whatever.
I'll be like, oh no.
No.
Oh.
Jeez, what are they gonna do with their other multi-millions?
Oh, they stole what, 100,000 bag? Oh.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Oh.
When it's someone who's like a multi-millionaire,
yeah.
It's like, they got, jacked for 100K. I would literally be like, I don't care.
Right. The speed to which I scroll past those stories, my finger goes like light speed. I open miniature black holes. The speed I'm scrolling past these things. Crime happened to Kim. Don't care. Right. Cool. Do some charity work. I don't give a shit. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
don't talk to me, idiots.
When you live in a mansion, I don't think you get much room to complain about.
Nah.
Woe is you. My virtual money that's in a bank somewhere
Yeah.
else that they had no ability to steal whatsoever. Even after that, you're still fucking rich, so I don't care.
I don't give a shit. But stealing from like downtrodden, bad.
Yeah. Don't
Bad.
do that.
Bad form. Don't like it. David, crazy story. Fucking absolutely fantastic.
Wow. Yes.
Absolutely fucking fantastic.
A weird story, and just the way that it plays out to where the money went and how she got caught.
Brilliant.
Is
Brilliant.
What are you doing?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We will keep you guys updated about this story because it is pretty fucking ridiculous.
That I can almost guarantee that the fact that she's gone to trial now.
Oh, she's done.
She's done.
No, she's done.
I mean, there's undeniable proof that she did it.
Oh yeah.
It's her face telling people, "Hey,
give me money,
and I'll give you the manual on how to do it." Right?
She's done. The host is done. Everyone's done.
You could have used the mosaic. You could have
used the mosaic.
Face.
You could have used the pen name. But at this stage, it's kind of shoulda, woulda, fucking coulda, isn't it?
Yep.
Idiots. Great story. We'll definitely keep you updated. I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I gotta go to a wedding party.
I was gonna say, you probably don't want to be late to that.
No, it's not a wedding. It's like a wedding. I'm going to a wedding party. In a bit. One of my good friends got married in Okinawa, I believe, and then they're doing like a big wedding party this evening, and they're going to this barbecue place, which is gonna be fucking sick.
Okay.
So we're gonna go there, do some. I'm gonna eat a lot of barbecue. I'm gonna stand right by the barbecue table and devour all the barbecue for the next 3 hours.
Plan. I am also hungry. So.
Bro, I've eaten nothing today, and I don't plan to until the wedding thingy.
What if I've eaten a slice of leftover pizza?
And you had the soup. That's it.
Yeah, and the soup.
That's why you're hungry.
The soup is not.
No, it's not food. It doesn't count.
No.
Soup is a drink.
That's liquid.
It's a liquid, but I said drink.
Don't get into is soup a food or a drink? We're gonna be here all night.
It's the best conversation. I swear to God. That's next week.
Is a glizzy a sandwich? Find out next week. Nope, we're good.
Find
out next week.
Find out next week. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I think next week we'll probably come to you on. It'll be a Sunday or a Friday. Me and David have a wedding next week to go to.
Yeah, I've totally forgot about that. Yes.
Me too. I need to buy some shirts for that.
I do as well.
My God.
I'm gonna probably go the Aoki.
Me too. That's the plan.
Somewhere down the. There's one down by the
down the
sushi
road.
place.
I fucking go as well. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for listening to the audio. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice.